Good day everyone. Today I am about to discuss the Unit 1, the concepts, perspectives, and theoretical foundations of curriculum. For A, we have definitions, and for B, it's the major conceptions, the types, components, and the purpose. So let's start. So the Department of Education defines curriculum as more than just list of subjects or lessons. It is a planned sequence of learning experiences. So it tells us what to teach, how to teach, and why we teach it. So moving on to understand further, let us know what is the difference between a curriculum and a syllabus. Now let us have this example, a car. Now the curriculum is like the engine. It's the whole system that makes the car move and determines where, why, and of course how the journey will happen. On the other hand, the steering wheel is the syllabus because it only helps or guides one part of the journey, but it's only a piece of the bigger system. So the syllabus is only part of the curriculum, but the curriculum is the full driving force of education. Now let's move on as to how scholars define the curriculum. So as we can see, different scholars give different definitions, but of course connected views of the curriculum. So for Tyler, he views curriculum as very structured and of course goal-oriented. On the other hand, Taba focuses more on the idea that curriculum is a guide or blueprint, while Ornstein and Hankins reminds us that it's not only what is intended, of course, but also what students actually experience in the classroom. So if we combine these views, we could get this definition like the curriculum is both the plan and the lived learning experience that guides education towards its goals. Now moving on, the different major conceptions of curriculum. Now these are different ways of looking at what curriculum is for and how it should work. Now first we have social reconstruction conception. Now this sees curriculum as a way to address real life issues like poverty, climate change, or social justice. Now the goal is to prepare the students to become problem solvers and active citizens in the future. Now question, can you give an example of a real life issue today that schools should help students understand? Next, we have the cognitive process conception. Now this focuses on the mind and thinking skills instead of just memorizing. Now it helps learners develop critical thinking, problem solving, and the ability to apply knowledge in different situations. Next, we have technology conception. Now this emphasizes the method of teaching, the systems, strategies, and of course the efficiency of instruction. It's less about what is taught and more about how is it taught. No? For example, using e-learning systems or a step-by-step lesson designs. Now, I have a question. What teaching methods or tools have you found most effective for learning? Now, we have this academic rationalist conception. Now, this stresses the importance of mastering established knowledge and disciplines. It values subjects like math, science, history, and literature because these represent society's intellectual heritage. And last, we have humanistic conception. Now, this view is centered on the learner's personal growth and interests. It asks, what does the student need? What will make learning meaningful? And of course, it values like emotions, creativity, and of course individuality. Now, how does it feel when lessons connected to your own interests and experiences? Interesting, right? Now we have components of the curriculum. First, we have aims, goals, and objectives. Now this is why to teach. Now this answers the question, what do we want students to achieve? They define the intended learning outcomes. What students should know, understand, and be able to do after the lesson or the course. Next, we have the content or subject matter. It answers the what to teach. Now this refers to the knowledge, skills, and concepts we teach. It's the actual subject matter like math, formulas, historical events, grammar rules, or even scientific concepts. Now we have learning experiences or method. It answers the how to teach. Now this is all about the strategies and activities teacher use, group works, discussions, projects, or even technology-based learning. It is the process of making the content understandable and engaging. Now question, what kind of learning activities help you understand the lesson best? Now lastly, we have this assessment and evaluation. It is how to measure learning. Now this is where teacher check if students achieve the learning outcomes. It could be through quizzes, project, class participation, or even practical application. Now question, what kind of assessment do you prefer? Is it tests, projects, activities? Why? Now let's move on to the purpose of curriculum. Now first, curriculum defines the learning goals. It tells us what students should know, understand, and be able to do after the lesson or the course. Now, what do you think is why do you think it's important for learning goals to be clear? Yes? Thank you. Now second, it guides instruction. Now curriculum gives teachers direction. What to teach, when to teach, and of course, how to teach it. Without it, lessons would be scattered and unorganized. Now imagine there was no curriculum. How do you think school would look like? Okay, good. Third, curriculum allows for assessment. It provides the basis for measuring if students really learned what was intended. Example, quizzes, projects, and exams are all linked in the curriculum goals. Now, which type of assessment do you think best shows your learning? Now, it's your preference. Now, fourth, it ensures that students gain essential knowledge and skills. Now, this way, learners are prepared for real-life tasks and future opportunities. Now, can you share one skill you've learned in school that you already use in your daily life? Thank you. Now, lastly, curriculum provides accountability. It holds teachers, schools, and even students responsible for meeting learning outcomes. Everyone is guided by the same standard. Now, question. Do you agree that students should be accountable for their own learning? Why or why not? Yes? Thank you so much. So that would be all. Thank you.